Welcome in, watchers and listeners, to Sport Talk with Dwat. I'm Dwat, and I got Casper on the show. If you would please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. With that being said, let's get this show on the road.
All right. Welcome into Sport Talk with D-Ball, episode number 36. I got Casper back on the show. What is going on, Casper?
Hey, I'm just out here living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Oh yeah, it's a nice warm day here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we got a lot to cover with some baseball. So we got a lot going on here on the show. We got some news of the week coming up in here. We got some fan mail, some college basketball, and whatnot. So that being said, we will move on into some news of the week. Tyreek Hill is released from the Dolphins. He was there for 1 year or so, and the team will save 22.8 million on the salary cap. 8-time Pro Bowler Casper. He's fast. He's a good athlete, and we will see where he lands next.
Oh, we know where he's going, baby. We know.
Oh, where's that?
Home, baby. Home. Take me home, Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
All day long. I'm
So
just
you think he's
saying.
going?
I'm just saying. I think he's going to the Chiefs. I could be wrong. They freed up some cap space too. I don't know if you saw that. They restructured Mahomes' deal to free up some cap space. He's been with the Dolphins since 22. I mean, you know, the Chiefs need some help. I don't know. Maybe they'll go for that running back from Seattle. I don't know because he's, I guess, not re-signing with them. So we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% up to speed on all that. But yeah, I saw he was leaving, and he'll be good wherever he goes. But also, he don't have that speed he did have, right?
Yeah, he had the injury, so now we'll see how that kind of goes for him on that. For all that.
Yeah, maybe go to the Titans.
Hey, that's what I was thinking, baby. Come on home to the Titans. How about that?
Nashville's a nice town, Tyreek. It's a nice town, okay?
Yeah, give him a nice house up in Nashville, nice weather. Come on
Yeah, nice
down.
women. They got a lot of good stuff up there.
Oh man! All right, let's move on to. So I'm in the news here. So D-Walt is headed to Atlanta Motor Speed. Well, uh, uh,
Echo Park.
Echo Park Speedway. Have they changed the name? So I'm heading down there with my wife on Sunday afternoon, about 3 o'clock start there in Atlanta. So I'm looking forward to getting down there. Went last year with all the boys, JP, Casper, Ryan, Marshall. We all went down there, had a good time.
Oh
And
yeah.
now I'm gonna go back with my wife. So she hadn't been before, and she enjoys going to these races. To the new ones. She'll go to Nashville, Talladega, Bristol, track like that. So it's a new one for her, and she seems to be pumped up for it. So we'll see how all that goes.
I mean, spending time with you, she should be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I'm jealous. I wish I was going. I was hoping maybe I was going to make that last minute decision, but the wife has some plans, so I will not be making the last minute call. But have a good time down there. What time y'all going to leave?
Oh, probably 9 or 10. Get down there,
Okay.
get some lunch, get
No varsity
parked.
though, right?
No, probably not. I
No,
kind of brought it up, but
no,
I don't think that's going to
no.
happen.
Mm-mm. We don't do varsity for the pre-race. That's Georgia Tech only. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I agree with that. That's a very good
Yeah.
point there. So we get down there, have a good time, buy some new shirts, hats. Who knows what I'll come back with?
Oh yeah. You bet. Well, we'll see it next week, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we'll see it. 5-star Dylan Mingo commits to North Carolina. He is the top point guard and number 2 player overall, Casper. So that should help y'all for next season.
I mean, it should, but today's day and age, I don't believe anybody's going anywhere. They're actually going until they're there. So we'll see if he actually shows up on campus. I hope so. We need it. We need
Yeah,
some
these
help.
days you better get something on contract, and even then, these guys can still move around.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently.
Yeah, there's nothing official anymore.
No.
All right. Well, that will shift us right into some minor league baseball. I did some buying this week. Bought tickets for the Lookouts opening night. So looking forward to that. The Biscuits, the Clingstones, and the Barons, Casper. So I got some plans coming up, and that will clinch all the Double-A Southern League ballparks for me. So that should be really cool to say that I've been to all those.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I hope you give us, a review of what's the best and what's the worst when you get done.
Yeah, I
So
think
you've been to Huntsville?
in Huntsville. That's the top as of now. That place was nice.
Biloxi?
Yeah,
Is
Biloxi.
Biloxi
Yep,
still in? Okay, you've been there. Okay,
in the
cool. I didn't.
Biloxi.
Oh yeah, y'all went
Pensacola.
last year, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, the Shuckers, is that
Shuckers.
the
Yeah.
yeah, okay. All right, yeah. I was telling Dad that he's like, that's pretty cool actually that they've been to all those, and then I was like, hey, he's gonna have to go to Erlanger though, so I get Major Little comment up there, get you in line,
Yeah, I
boy.
saw that. So I got those about lunchtime when those came out that day, and yeah, they're all gone now. So
Yeah,
they're
I'm
sold
sure.
out, and I can always say I've been to the first game at Orlando Park.
That's right. That's right.
So that'd be a lot of fun that night to get to experience a new park with no sun in the eyes. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Congratulations.
The sun should be setting behind, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's do a little fan mail. My uncle Richard commented on the show. He is wanting us to give us some more golf content. He is thinking that football and golf are the only legit sports we have. So that's from him. He put that there on uh, 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 Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram. All
Instagram.
right, all right.
And so that was from him. And so that will lead us right into the golf tournament this weekend is the 100th Guinness tournament. Now it's on CBS February 19th through the 22nd out there in California. The top players are expected to be there. I would say I'd watch this, but I'll be a little bit busy. But I did see some news about Tiger Woods. I guess he's got to be getting up there in age. But so he was going to be there. You got Scotty Scheffler is going to be there. Uh, 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 McElroy is going to be there. So some good names that are going to be there. So I'll try to tune in. I'll try to check it out somehow, some way, catch the highlights, and yeah, we'll toss a little bit of golf in there for you, Richard. My dad's really into it, and so is Richard. So that's something we will kind of check out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, someone wants to take me golfing. I'm down to go. I just need some clubs for my tall rear end, please, because I'm always afraid of getting hurt.
Oh
But
yeah, it's definitely yeah
I
part
had a
of your
cousin
back,
threw a back out. He's like my same height, and he jacked his back up pretty good using clubs that weren't long enough. So I don't want to do that, but someday I'm gonna try it.
yeah, it's something that I'd like to get into at some point in time, but you know, dad's really into it right now, so that's his retirement hobby, and he looks to be going a lot, often all around. So that will move us into some college basketball Tuesday night. North Carolina at NC State. Halftime was 42-26 NC State, and the final was 82-58 NC State. So Casper, they beat Duke, then they lose to Miami, and now they've got this. Now they play NC State, and it doesn't go well. So what's the future looking like for UNC?
Not good. Is the answer to that question, man. Unfortunately, I think I was on here 2 weeks ago or last week. I can't remember which one of them. And I basically made the comment that Tennessee and Carolina both were at this point of like time to perform or fall apart. And unfortunately, Carolina's falling apart. They do have a couple injuries. They had no big men playing against State. Just got absolutely their brains beat in. You go to State. State's not a good, not a good team, just for the record. But they did get the win. It's always tough to play there, and they didn't have Vesar and God, what's the other kid that broke his hand? I can't think of his name. Vesar's dealing with the back stuff. The other kid's got a broken hand, and it just it was ugly, really, basically at the end of the day. So, hate to see it go that way. Hate losing NC State. Hate the color red. All that, but just never were really in that game. It's unfortunate, they got their 20 wins and 8-5 in the ACC now, so really starting to tank in the ACC standings. And unfortunately, you look at the schedule coming up and the injuries. Like I think they're coming up on that like bubble type range. I think so.
Oh.
Hope not, but not looking too good.
Yeah, when I was watching some of that game, and then I saw the score, I was definitely surprised. I know they can do it, and they got the skills and the players to do it. Just we'll move on from that. I know you probably don't want to talk about it much.
It is what it is, man. That's what they do, baby. It's what they do. So.
Yeah, we just got to see them bounce back, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes for them. All right, here we go. This is ugly from last night. Virginia at Georgia Tech. Uh, man, I was
How'd that
watching this
go?
game live, and we got way down early, and it was just turned into like I was watching upstairs with my wife, and I was just almost in shock of just how bad it was. So the final of that was 94-68, and just I'm proud we got 50 points. So we got 68. We scored 68 points total, and we gave up 94. So um, I think it's time for a change. I think it's a time for a coaching change in Atlanta. Um, I've tried to be positive about it and watch these games, but when the team's just not playing, and it's I think that fell back on the coaching last night when I was watching this game. It was just ugly. It was just an ugly game that just didn't have any good feel to it for the home team, and the fans showed out pretty good for it to be in a midweeker. Just well, I'll get on here and talk about it each week, but I definitely think after that performance, I think we're going to see some type of change. Maybe they'll let him finish the year and at least give me the rest of the year. I'm not sure what his contract is and what they're going to pay him to not show up anymore. But at that point, that's basically what it's going to have to come down to. Is just we'll need a new face for the coach next year. So that's my hope on that. That's about all I got on Tech
On
because it's not good.
the Rambling Wreck.
Rambling, yeah, we're a wreck right now, but we're gonna get turned around. We're gonna be back. We got big city, and all these guys are gonna want to come to Atlanta, you would think, and come back home and
Yeah,
whatnot. So,
yeah. I mean, as long as Magic City's there, right?
oh yeah, that's all. That's all we need right there. Oh goodness. So last night, 7 o'clock, ESPN2 was Oklahoma at Tennessee. It was good to see Tennessee bounce back and keep kind of winning here. We're kind of on a roll, and we got some good chances coming up, and I'm feeling good about it. That game it looked to be pretty packed up there in Knoxville last night. Good crowd on hand. I thought it was pretty good TV coverage. I feel like with these basketball games, I almost just feel like sometimes if the coverage is not very good, then the game's just kind of hard to watch. So I thought ESPN2 had some pretty good announcers, and all in all, it was good to see them play well. They led 45-36 at halftime, and the final was 89-66. So that was really good. So we got some games coming up, Casper, that are going to be tough. We got a 19 Vanderbilt this Saturday. So we got Vandy, you got Missouri, we got Alabama, we got South Carolina, and then we got Vandy again. So
Yeah.
I said, on the past show that we could probably win 5 or 6, if not win out. So that's a good future of games coming up. So I feel like the fans have got to be feeling pretty good about that. Now Vandy's gonna be tough. Got that Saturday, and then we got to play them again. So like we don't like them, they don't like us. They're trying to run the state, and we can't let it happen. And we'll have to see, Casper, on just how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, so the good news is, as far as conference standings go, that's something we kind of talked about earlier. Like we're kind of down in that mid range. Now we're tied for second. You got like three teams at 9-4, Arkansas and Alabama. We play Alabama again, um, and we've already played Arkansas, so we're done with them. But we beat Alabama once, and you know, if you went out, do your deal here. I think you look good. I do think this game this weekend's probably their toughest matchup. I know that you're feeling pretty good about it. Well, at least you just said you're feeling pretty good about it. We're gonna see where your money is here in a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think with Gillespie playing really good. I think they're a very solid team. They still have those moments sometimes, but thankfully the competition here the last couple games has been a little less. I think you'll see Tennessee probably back in the rankings Monday, even if they lose Saturday. In my opinion, just because some other teams have dropped out and stuff. So big wins, and we'll see what happens. And you know they've done like I said a couple weeks ago. Them and Carolina both. I guess I got it wrong. I guess I should have Carolina's going to fall and Tennessee's going to rise up. So. We'll see what happens this weekend when they go to Vanderbilt, and they go there and then Missouri. So couple tough road games here. Definitely want to get those dubs.
Oh yeah, you got to get them when you can because they're tough. I guess for for the Vols, I feel like if they go to Nashville, play pretty good, for the conference championship, week, and make it pretty far in that, and then go to the tournament. I'm gonna get your thought on the tournament there for the Vols. Do you think they'll be a top five seed, or you think they're going to drop down a little bit?
I mean, it's going to depend how they finish up. I think this game against Vandy this weekend will kind of be a big determiner. And if they go and they only lose one game out of their remaining, they're definitely I think 5 and up. And um, I mean, I don't know. This is the kind of team that could put a run on or could choke either one. I kind of see them better as making an SEC run than necessarily making a NCAA run, just because they're Tennessee. But um, I don't know. They're doing the right things at the right time, and those gaps are getting bigger in the wins when they're playing the teams that they should beat. So, um, you know, like I said, I have hope. I have hope for sure. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just have to kind of see. And these next few weeks are going to be key. And you know, I'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But they should be able to keep winning. And these games coming up are pretty fair matchups. We got Alabama's okay team, and then South Carolina, Vandy's gonna be tough. So we'll just have to see on that, Casper, and kind of looking forward to these games, and just want to finish strong, and then that'll just kind of lead us right into the conference championship week, and then on to the tournament. So,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's really interesting, kind of similar to what Carolina ends up a lot, having State or Duke, twice in the last 5 games. Right now, this Tennessee Vandy thing is as much as it's ever been because of the football situation. And, you know, I don't know that there's ever been a Tennessee Vandy basketball game that matters as much as the one this weekend, at least in my time up here. And really curious to see how it goes. I was going to go to the game last night, by the way, but had to watch the kids, so was not able to go. But I got another one of them. Hey, you want to go to the game at like 4 o'clock? And I was like, dang it. Which actually, believe it or not, while we were on here, I just legitimately got a text asking if I want to go to the race on Sunday with 2 free tickets. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, yeah, hopefully Tennessee does good. What's your prediction? So out of these remaining 5 games, how many wins do you think they're getting? That's what I want to know. Out of 5.
out of five, I say four. I say they win four.
Hmm. Interesting.
That's my take
Interesting.
on that.
We'll take it.
So it's
If
either
you
going to
could
come down to
guarantee
this
me
Vandy
4,
game.
I would take 4, just for the record.
I think that's pretty fair. I mean, they've got the chance to win out, and I would love to see that. Just take
Yeah.
care. You got playing them twice is gonna be tough, for Vanderbilt. So if you could at least beat them once, and then you better take care of your other games, and then get back to being ranked, kind of like you said.
Yeah.
Getting ranked's key. Just as a fan, you want to see that. You want to see that, and so I feel like that's gonna be something that could happen for sure. So
Yeah.
that will lead us right into what's coming up next. Georgia Tech at Louisville. That's on the CW at 2:15. They're ranked 21st, so that's going to be a tough one against Louisville. They don't have a whole lot of them. We just need to play good on the road. Sometimes we play better on the road. So we go up there and just control what they can control, play good basketball, compete, keep it close, and you never know what's going to happen. And then Tennessee at Vanderbilt. That's at 2 o'clock on ESPN for those who want to tune into that. Um, that's just going to be a game. It's going to be, I think it could be high scoring. Just have to kind of see if Tennessee can kind of keep up with them. Because Vandy's got some players, I'm sure, and they're ranked 19th. So we already kind of went over it, but I'll give my pick a little bit later. But it's gonna be a game to watch for sure. So I will definitely be tuning in to ESPN for that one.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
And then North Carolina at
Nah.
Syracuse,
We don't even want to talk about that.
1
Nah.
o'clock at ABC. This is one that as a fan, you gotta be feeling pretty good about this one.
No, bet the orange, the little orange, bet the little orange boys. I'm telling you, without Caleb Wilson and Vessar, they're not a good basketball team, unfortunately. And you go on the road to a team that likes to beat us anyways, and it's gonna be tough. Which also we're going to Louisville Monday too, so this is gonna be a tough next 5 days for my Tar Heels. Unfortunately, go to Syracuse to Louisville, probably lose twice. So I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not feeling good.
Mm. Yeah, I just have to see. I mean,
Injuries,
I'll be
though.
curious.
It's the injury excuse. At least we get that.
I mean, that's a good excuse though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sounds good to me. So,
Just ask the Braves. Well, don't worry. Whenever Braves baseball starts, we're going to be talking a lot about injuries this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught all that this week,
Yeah, I
but
got I got some
oof.
in here for us
Oh,
to
okay, good.
when that point comes. We got some Braves baseball talk coming up, and there's a lot of injuries and something you can't really control. You just gotta try to keep your athletes healthy, but it's
Yeah,
tough when you play that much.
yeah.
So, um, all right, college baseball. Tennessee will host Kent State from the Mid America Conference. Um, it's another one you want to see them sweep this with no problem. Score, you know, 10 runs hopefully in some of these games. Kind of get up on them and show them show them who we are. This team looks pretty good on my end, I feel like, from what I've been seeing. Fans are out
Yeah.
there supporting it. The first 500 get a smoky bobblehead. It looks
Oh,
really good. It's got some big, you know, it's got shades on. It's got sunglasses on, and it's a Food City sponsorship. So that's pretty neat. If I was up there, I would be getting in line for my bobblehead.
okay. Well, hey, maybe I'll go. I don't know. I don't know. So the one baseball game, if I try to go to one that I have on the calendar, is Tennessee Tech is coming to town in March, sometime like a Tuesday night. So maybe I could squeeze that one in there. But hey, I'm not doing nothing tomorrow night. You never know. Maybe I'll see if I can go get you a bobblehead. I don't know.
There we go. I like to get new ones. It's something that I'll.
I need something to put back here. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
come on
get you a smoky bobblehead back there.
now.
Man, Georgia Tech will host Stony Brook. Never really heard of them. So they played Georgia Southern, I think it was last night, and they blew them out. So Georgia Tech was ranked a second in one of the polls. So this is going to be the year. I feel like for Tech, this is going to be the year. They were wearing a gold helmet a while back for the baseball helmet, and I wasn't a big fan of the bright gold helmet. So I think last time I saw they're back in the blue. So that's what I would rather. That's what I'd rather see on that. Um, I guess college baseball wise, I guess that about wraps up. You got anything else on the baseball?
No, not on the college baseball. I ain't quite got into all that yet. I'm still trying to, finish up basketball, get the racing started. So.
Okay. All right. Braves baseball. We're going to talk about some injuries. Spencer Swallenbach, a right-hand pitcher on the 60-day IL. He's a bigger name, and you got to have these guys on the field, and pitching's very important in baseball. Sean Murphy, catcher, be back in May, so he's another name that's been around a minute and is well known. So just another guy hurt. Austin Riley, he should be back for the season. It sounded like he's
Yeah.
kind of dealing with what he was dealing with last year. Is that correct, Casper?
Yeah, I think he broke something. I think, but he should be good to go. He was out for the end of the year. As far as Murphy goes, the Murphy's okay. We got Baldwin. He's okay. It's just like to get Baldwin any time off is not really. I don't know that we have a good option. There might be some younger guys, and we'll see what they have. Spring training's about to open up. We'll start playing some games, so we'll see what happens with that. But you know,
Brent Wisely infield. Um, so he was added from the race. So that was a new player they got there, brought to Atlanta. So we'll see how that kind of looks. That's something I saw there. I think it was yesterday. I was going through the notes. Never really heard the name.
yeah.
But we'll see how that goes.
I think we'll see a lot of swapping around here. They haven't made any crazy moves. They still have some cap space. We'll see what they do, coming up to the trade deadline and all that. I hope that, my secret hope is that we're trying to see make a long-term plan. I don't really know that this is going to be a great year, unfortunately, just because of injuries that we're kind of starting with and pitching and all that. But I don't know. I hope we get to see some guys try and see what they got.
Oh yeah, it's try something different and get these guys on the field and see what all they can do. Here's some news. I'm sure some people may or may not know. Marcel Ozuna, he is the guy that always had that green sleeve on his arm. He has been traded to the Pirates, so he's moved on to the Pirates. I saw a picture of him in the Pirates uniform a couple of days ago. Definitely looked different. But I wasn't all that impressed with him there last year and the years past. I feel like he had his prime, and he's kind of striking out a lot, and just he wasn't. He was the kind of guy you just didn't know. You just didn't know, what you're going to get out of him. I felt like, in my opinion, and So that was a trade. That was a changeover. So I'm fine with it. And I was kind of tired of him. So now he is no longer a Brave.
Yeah, and whenever he gets pulled over up there in Pittsburgh, now he's gonna say Ozuna from the Pirates, not Ozuna from the Braves when he gets his DUI. So hopefully he remembers what team he's on when he gets pulled over this time.
Yeah, so that happened. I remember when that happened. And he pulled out that,
Yeah,
yeah, pulled that
Ozuna
Brave
from the
card.
Braves. Hey, he's
Like that's yeah,
it,
that's just not what you probably. That's probably not the smart thing to do.
other news item. It must not work down there in the state of Georgia because I don't know if you know, but Georgia had two football players arrested today for some kind of driving charges. So,
Oh.
something about that area. I don't know. They need to start paying them cops off better, I guess.
Oh, so that was some of the injuries of the Braves baseball. You got any other thoughts on Braves baseball?
Just looking forward to, like I said, kind of seeing what we're going to work through and what are we going to do long term with some of these contracts that are coming up soon. And I've heard people start talking about getting God, Acuna on long term deal here. I'm not sure that his up at the end of this year or next year, but if he ever gets into free agency, um, more than likely it's going to cost a lot of money. So I'm kind of curious to see what all kind of moves they do. I feel like they haven't done necessarily as much as I was expecting so far, but like I said, I'm really curious to see what they do. With the trade deadline kind of time frame. What's the record looking like? How's pitching going? And we're going to make some moves or not. I would like. There's some guys that I've been pretty honest on here, like Ozzy, dude. Like it's time to hit the ball or move on. So just kind of looking forward to seeing what happens with that stuff. But I think what's baseball start Saturday? First game Saturday?
Yeah, they got
Spring training
game.
game?
It starts. I think it's the Friday, Saturday is when it starts. So
Okay.
the
Okay.
Braves are playing the Rays on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Cool.
So that's coming up soon. And then, then we're gonna get to see in these games kind of how we're looking. So I know it's probably hard to really judge off of spring training, but at least you get some names and faces together, and there'll be some guys that are younger that are playing with the team right now.
Yeah.
That's got the assignment to come up to play with the you know with them. So that's kind of what I like to see in spring training is really see
Yeah.
some different names that I've seen play down here in Chattanooga and play against some teams like the Lookouts and whatnot. So those names that I see on the field, then I get to see maybe the next year wearing the Braves uniform. So that's what I like to see is kind of these names that I've seen in the past and see if these guys are going to make it or if they got to move on. So I feel pretty good about like Riley and we got the first baseman. I feel like we got the infield and we got some of the outfield covered. So now we just got to put it all together and I just don't want another year of just uncertainty and just a lot of unknowns. And then I really wish they would announce this TV deal. I'm getting a
Yeah.
little
That's
antsy as we speak.
yeah. I'm with you on that.
So I'll
I
be
did,
curious.
did you catch that? So a couple things. Did you catch that one? Knoxville's getting the gray deal for the spring training. Like I'm going to get the spring training games here in Knoxville. You're not going to get them in Chattanooga. Tell me how dumb that is. Uh, Second, as far as what you're saying about the young guys coming up, like uh, I'm really hoping we see some of those guys emerge because I kind of think that's what we need to kind of save the year. And maybe they don't have to be full year players, but just enough to kind of get us through some of these injuries. Um, you know, Getting everybody back out there would probably help a little bit if we could get a little performance. And you see that from time to time, a guy that comes up and makes a good run for a month or two, and hopefully we can see that. And this is a good team, like you were saying too. They just got to figure out how to put together a complete game, pitching, hitting, fielding, all in one game. Like you see these streaks of brilliance and all of it, but for whatever reason, last year I felt like they really struggled to put it all together, and that's why last year was what it was.
Yeah, I just trying to put last year in the past and move on to this year and just back to the playoffs would be a goal for me.
Yeah.
And I just want to see us play better. Just want to see us show up each night and prove that we beat the Phillies and we beat the Mets and teams like that each week and get some sweeps early on in the season, kind of get this team up a little bit. And after that, then we're on to the summer months and then get into October when it gets to be important. And they get you right into the playoffs. So you want to see your team in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal for sure, right? Every year, and just getting the playoffs will be good enough this year, I think. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, that about wraps all that up. You got anything else on any of the sports that we talked about, Casper?
No, can we talk about the Olympics real quick?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw we won the figure skating gold medal for the first time in a long time after we ripped the judges for cheating for France. So basically saying it's been rigged, and then all of a sudden we won today. So we had that happen. Canada's cheating at curling. I don't know if you saw that. The dude touching the rock like that after he throws it. Curling's still the best sport in the Olympics. So, if y'all hadn't seen those stories, go look them up and, be sure to support Olympics wrap up here today, tomorrow. So, be sure to hang in there, watch a little bit.
It's been pretty quick. I guess I've watched some of it. I kind of get into a little bit of some of the sports, and it's fun. I like to see our people get the win. I like to see us win over Canada or whatnot. So that's something I'm proud to see my team get home. The goals is always the goal, but if it's a bronze or a silver, I think that's fine with me.
Yeah,
Let's get them, bring them back home.
that's right. That's right.
All right. Well, that will move us into picks of the week. So I'll go over yours, Casper. Then I'll go after that. Texas Tech did beat Arizona on Saturday. That was overtime, I believe.
I should have bet that.
So that was a really good pick. UNC over NC State. That did not go like it should have gone. Alabama did beat Arkansas. So
Yeah.
that was a win. So
Mm-hmm.
you got two of your three correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then mine was LSU at Tennessee. Tennessee got the win on Saturday night. Oklahoma, I'd make a slight change. I made a false pick last week, so I split mine over to. I'll just admit it, own up to it. There was no hockey here in America at all taking place. So my pick was for really from a couple weeks from now. So
Yeah.
it is what it is on that. Oklahoma at Tennessee was my backup pick. Tennessee got the win, so that was right for me. And then Clemson at Duke. Duke got the win. So that was my three. I got those three correct. So that will even things up at 6-6. For those that watch this show and keep up with the picks, me and Casper are now even.
Mm. John Hunter Nemechek won the tiebreaker though.
He
If we
did
had
win the
got to
tiebreaker. I
it,
got
by
that.
God,
That
he
was
did, didn't he? With a
dramatic
wrecked race
fashion.
car.
Yeah,
race
with
car.
they all wrecked there on the last lap, and Nemechek got the tiebreaker for us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness! So I'll let you go first on this one, Casper.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vols to get the win in Nashville at Vandy because they indeed do not run this state. This is our time to put our flag in the ground, go out there, grind out a win, get the dub. Give me the Vols in a close one, maybe overtime. This is a close one on Saturday. Then give me Miami over Virginia on Saturday. Another one of these games up here at the top of the ACC standings. It kind of matters. They're both tied or close to tied. So both those are good teams. Virginia, I just don't think is that great, really. So give me Miami to get the win there, and then give me Louisville over Carolina on Monday after no rest for my Tar Heels and a road trip and probably no starters playing. So unfortunately, give me the Birds in that situation.
All right, yeah, some pretty good picks right there. I like those. Um, Give me so Tennessee at Vanderbilt. I'm going to say Vanderbilt is going to get the win in Nashville. Braves versus the Rays on Saturday. I'm going to say the Rays are going to get the win there.
That's tough. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just want to give you this. You're picking spring training baseball games. That's a set, son. I'm impressed that you have because you don't even know who they're going to put on the field. I like
Yeah.
that. It's kind of like random
Okay.
game of
I
chance.
was
I like it. I like it.
okay.
Good
Well, I'm
call.
glad because I
I'm
wasn't sure.
impressed with that.
Okay, I wasn't sure about
Yeah.
picking the spring training game
Yeah,
or
I
how
like
much
it.
you
I'm
think
impressed
about
with
it.
it. I'm impressed with it. I like
Okay.
it. I'm not doing it, but I like it.
So we'll see how that goes. And then for the grand finale, I got Michigan at Duke, a little non-conference. I kind of like this. This is something new.
No.
Michigan at Duke. Give me Duke Blue Devils at home. The Cameron Crazy are going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy atmosphere. They're going to win by a crazy good amount. So give me Duke.
I mean, I like that pick and everything. I think that's a solid pick. But I'm glad you picked this because this is the thing that I was talking about with my dad the other day. Why in the crap are they playing non-conference basketball games in the top 10 in February? Like These teams could legitimately play in the Final Four, probably. Like that's not
Mhm.
that far out of the realm of possibility. And I don't like it. I'm sorry. Duke should be playing ACC teams, and Michigan should be playing, Ohio State. Like, good God, like do it right, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are we playing 1 versus 3? I believe it is. So that doesn't.
Yeah, I don't love it. Play conference games right now. I don't like these late non-conference games. Sorry.
It's something different. And when I saw it, it kind of caught my eye. I
Yeah,
didn't know if it was a misprint or what, but yeah, sure enough, they're gonna try something different. And
I think I think it's because they tried to play some early conference games to try to get some TV viewership a little bit earlier in the year, but I do not like it. It needs to be fixed. Once you start conference play only. That's my opinion.
all right, and then for the tiebreaker, we will do the total points. Tennessee at Vanderbilt. I'll go first here. Give me 130 for the total.
Yeah, I really like that number, so I'm gonna go 131 because I feel like this is gonna be high scoring, maybe overtime kind of game. So we'll see, but I think you'll probably win. Honestly, I just couldn't go
So,
under that.
so that's that, and that will be the tiebreaker for us. And we got plenty of time, so we're gonna do one last thought. I'll go ahead and let you go first, Casper.
One last thought. Daytona 500. Let me tell you, it was a great race. But the worst part of the weekend was the unfortunate fact that Cletus McFarland has no business being in a race car, and I think that is 100% fact, and it's been proven out yet again. So, I'm glad he's a good YouTube sensation, but I'd like to see him go run some real racing before he comes on there. The viewership numbers for the truck race were awesome. If you listen to this podcast, you watch that race to look for Cletus. Congratulations. But yeah, he has no business on the racetrack. That's my TED talk for the week.
I agree with I agree with that. I don't want to keep up with him. He's in the news a lot, and yeah, he wrecked out early, and he owned it, and that was probably the best part of the whole interview was it owning it. For my last thought, it's gonna be speed weeks. I got it on right now. Got the late models on the track. Got the Outlaws. You got the Lucas. Something I really keep a close eye on. My car count. I'm not sure whether on your show, Casper, if I got the car count right on it being more for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. But the pits looked a little empty down there, down there at the track. So we'll see what the count looks like going into the weekend. But I guess that and going to the race on Sunday, looking forward to it. Some pack. I like pack racing. I'm a big fan of draft pack style racing, and it all worked out schedule wise. I wasn't sure when my next race would be for NASCAR, so this was probably the best chance for a while. So I went and just jumped on it, and looking forward to the weekend.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I
But
hope you have a good time down there for
oh yeah,
real.
it'll be good. And a little bit cool, but gonna have some rain on Saturday. It looks like so maybe those will get rained out, and they'll run it all Sunday. So then
Yeah,
I'll
then
get to
then y'all can be there for 14 hours watching
call
left
that
turns.
the Hampton 14-hour whatever the miles
Yes.
equal up to for all the races.
Knoxville's finest is making a start in the O'Reilly Series race, so be sure to cheer him on if that's what happens.
Oh my goodness. The next show we will see y'all probably next Thursday night. Me and Casper. I won't be around here on Sunday. So we'll catch everybody next Thursday night for the next Sport Talk with Dwat show. Got anything else for us to shut it down, Casper?
Yeah, if you hadn't listened to the show with Randy, go back and listen to that. It was a good one. I enjoyed it myself. Be sure to like and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcast. It pops right in my feed. I don't even have to click nothing. It just starts playing. I love it. It's perfect. So glad we got all that set up for everybody else. But yeah, it was a good show with old Randy. I like the fishing talk. I think he's gonna have you back out there fishing. I know it's been a while, but I think before too long you're probably gonna buy
Oh
a
yeah.
boat. I mean, if I was you,
Oh
I
yeah,
should
I'm gonna
buy a
get my
boat. It's about
license,
time.
my fishing license, and we're gonna go out there on this boat. Me and my wife are gonna go out there. We're gonna have a good time. I really am looking forward to it.
So,
I don't fish like I used to, but Randy, if you're listening, I'm gonna, you're gonna get me back out there. You're gonna get me on the boat. I'm gonna hook up on some bass and have a
yeah.
little show. Maybe who knows? Might just take out
Are y'all
there and bust out a little podcast. You don't know what's gonna take place out there. So looking forward to that. And he's got a nice boat and he's got the fish finders, and we're gonna find them. And we're gonna catch them. That is the plan for that day.
I like it. Hey, are y'all coming to the thing up here, the classic or whatever? I think it's here again, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, you
That
got
is
to
the
go.
plan.
I went 2 years ago and it was crazy. The whole thing is just like you have to go to that. So it's a good time. I'll meet you
Yes.
over there.
So that's the plan. Well, been hearing there's all kind of different giveaways,
Oh yeah.
and I guess I got figure out which day's the best. Sunday or Saturday. So I'll get that worked out, and I'll go up there, and I got your hat to give to you, so I will give that to you that day if I don't see you before then.
Oh yeah.
And that being said, we're going to shut this thing down. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for all those that check those pages out. Thanks for coming on, Casper.
Always.
And if you got any fan mail, you can put them in the comments below. YouTube, Spotify. But that being said, we're going to shut it down. We'll say see you in the next one.